Our previous challenges involved changing the style of a song, using objects from around the house to create music, saying thank you to a frontline worker using the arts, and creatively interpreting rhythm notation. Let's check out one of our submissions.
Thank you.
Thanks for sending that in. Now let's go to Hannah with this week's lesson on creating a scene.
Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Worley from Walkersville High School, and today I'm going to be showing you some of the factors that go into creating a scene. We're going to be using examples from the scene that I wrote. Then later, my brother and I will be performing this scene for you. Here we go. Okay, so one of the first things to consider when you're making your scene is the world that your characters are in. So, for instance, this scene, the characters are in Antarctica. So when you're creating yours, you could make it any world you want. It could be even in space. It could be somewhere else in the world, like a different country. It could be a beach, a restaurant, any place you want. And then also something important to consider is the time period, which I have as modern day. So most importantly, we have the characters who are doing all the talking and action in the scene. So for this scene, we have the biologists, Elizabeth and James, and Elizabeth is more the proper biologist, and she's very sarcastic in the beginning. But toward the end, she's more serious. So she's something called a dynamic character, where they change throughout the story. James is also a dynamic character because in the beginning, he's very whiny, kind of annoying, and not as intelligent as Elizabeth is. But at the end, he kind of figures out what they need to do, so he becomes more intelligent. Also, you need to consider your wants and needs for your characters. Sometimes your characters want something, but in order to get that want, they need to do something else in return for that. So for instance, in this scene, the want is to help save the endangered emperor penguins. That they need to find the book and get to the research lab to figure out that something is not as easy as it seems. Okay, then you also have your costumes, your props, your set design. So you can come up with those and make it any creative thing you want. And your conflict throughout the story. They have this conflict, and when they figure this out, this is like the high point of the story, the realization. And so in your story, you're going to need to have something like that. And this is not certainly everything there is to making scenes, but this is just kind of like a place to start. So let's just get to the performance.
Oh gosh, it's freezing out here.
I feel like my toes are about to freeze off.
Don't worry, we're almost to the research lab.
Why are we doing this again?
Remember, we're meeting our co-workers to try and find more research on the endangered emperor penguins.
But why?
Because they are becoming vulnerable to the rising global temperatures and the sea ice that's beginning to... Are you even listening to a word I'm saying?
What? Are you talking to me?
No, I was talking to that patch of ice over there.
Why would you be talking to a patch of ice?
Never mind, just keep walking.
How much longer?
James, quit acting like a child.
Whoa, what's in the ice?
Just ignore it. Come on.
No, look.
James, this is crazy. I think you're losing your mind. Whoa. What's this?
I don't know. Let's get it out. Why would there be a book in ice in the middle of nowhere?
Who knows? What does it say?
Straight reveals. Left is ice. Right is nowhere. And backwards is yet to come. Follow these in order and you'll have your answer.
Answer? Answer to what?
I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's just get to the lab.
Finally, we're here.
What the?
Penguins! This place is full of emperor penguins! Where are they all locked up? Where is everyone? Hello? Who was that?
Like that guy that always hung around in the back of the lab. Wait, Elizabeth. Straight reveals, because that's where the penguins were. Left is ice because, it's cold. Right is nowhere because it doesn't help us. And backwards is soon to come because we have to go back home and show people what we found.
I'm not following.
Don't you get it? The penguins are being held hostage there and nobody knew about it. But why?
This is our answer! But who gave us that note, though? And how did they know that we were going to find it here?
No clue.
The ice may never know. And scene.
Now, we challenge you to make a scene of your own that takes place anywhere in the world. And you could ask a family member who's staying home with you to be in it. Or you could just do it by yourself. Doesn't matter. We're excited to see your creations. Have fun.
Also, don't forget to hit like and subscribe at the bottom of this video and follow us on Twitter at Arts Academy FCPS. That concludes today's episode, and we want to see what you've done. So send us your work by visiting our website and filling out the form and attaching your photo or video. Everybody who submits something to our form will be entered into a drawing to win $250 towards the arts-based lesson or workshop of your choice. We'd like to remind you to help our local artists in Frederick by going to the Frederick Arts Council's website, where they've set up a fund where you can donate directly to them to help them get through this crisis. Also, help out your fellow Marylanders by going to the website Governor Hogan has created, where there are many opportunities for you to assist those around you. Support our local businesses that are still open during this time by ordering takeout or gift cards to use at a later date. This has been brought to you by the Academy for the Fine Arts.